back till he's got a gun, get us more units, he's fighting.
Hang on, bro, what are you doing, bro? Stand fuck down! I'm down! Alright, bro! Put your hand! Bro, put your hand down, bro! Put your hand down!
So at this point, our officer on the passenger side, who was dealing primarily with that passenger subject, has realized he's not going to be able to accomplish any compliant handcuffs. There's just not enough compliance for the subject. So he decides to conduct a straight arm bar takedown. Takedown that he's trained here, he's taught here, and he's practiced here many times. He attempts a straight arm bar takedown. It is ultimately successful in the fact that it does take the suspect to the ground. The suspect lands on the front side of his body with his chest and face in front of his legs landing on the ground. The officer falls on top of him. And most likely that is due to the curbs and the environment that they have to work in. And as well as the suspect continued to resist throughout this attempted takedown. The officer from the driver's side is already rotated around. She attempts to assist to gain control. They now at this point know that they are working with an actively resisting suspect who is armed with a handgun in his waistband. So the priorities are to get the hands control to prevent the firearm from becoming involved in this incident, prevent what potentially would be a deadly force incident as they continue.
My hands are down, bro. My hands are down, bro.
So at this time, the resistance continues over on the passenger side. The body cameras start to come off. Body cameras start to get blocked by the officers being in such close proximity to the subject. They show you some view from the in-car camera that's in front of the vehicle, as well as body cam footage that came from the third officer to arrive on scene. That third officer, as trained, his responsibility is to provide coverage on the subject who's still inside the car to ensure that subject doesn't get involved in this fight. We don't see a whole lot on the camera from what has had taken place on it. But through the investigation and report writings, the officer who was originally on the passenger side reports that he does deliver knee strikes to the common peroneal on the left side of that subject. This is a trained technique. We teach to deliver strikes with the knee, and we teach the target area of the common peroneal. Common peroneal basically runs on the outside of your leg. If you've ever felt a Charlie horse, that's the ultimate, and it's one of the goals of a knee strike. It's referred to as motor dysfunction is what he's attempting to create there. He's also looking to create a distraction technique. He wants that subject to stop thinking about resisting and thinking about the strike that he received in the common peroneal, which would allow him to gain leverage on the hands and be able to get control of the subject's hands. The officers further report here that they are not able to get control of the hands. The hands keep coming back in close to the body of the subject, and as they try to get control, try to get the hands out, they're not able to get enough leverage to get the hands out from underneath the subject. Again, at this time, they both know that there is a firearm underneath the subject, a firearm involved in this in some place. They can't see the firearm because of their proximity to the person and the way that everybody is oriented on the ground. And again, they're concerned of him getting to that waistband and producing a firearm throughout this.
Man. Do not move!
My hands are down. You let him down. My hands are down. My hands are down. What are you doing, bro? My hands down.
At some point during this incident, the subject gets back to his feet and makes it almost completely to a standing position. The officers again attempt to take him to the ground. Grand Rapids Fire Department personnel are observing this. They see this going on, and they actually step in to assist. They're able to get